parents on. So be with me for technical issues or whatever, and the lower, audio and video quality that we may have today. This should be the last one I'm going to stream from my parents because I will be in Rome in a couple of days. And yeah, I hope it will be good enough for you. So, we have first one good announcement. I don't know if it's good enough or just good for you, and it's about Atrocitus. I had some kind of reply on one of my tickets about this leadership skill, and they said that it's just a matter of texting, and they are gonna fix it in the next days on the patch notes and whatever. And this is actually working. The issue is that the wording here implies that we get the speed and the damage increase at the start of the battle. It's not like that. We still get the increase in speed just after they get enraged. So seems like it's something about the order of stuff. So they will get the damage right from the bat, and they will get the speed as soon as they are, engaged. So if you have the same team on your side and your opposing side, you will notice that your character will be way faster than your opponents, and that's because the actual speed is given, just not at the start of the battle. So I will try and test it as soon as possible, as much as possible, sorry, in the next few days. But I suppose it's working as intended, and they are gonna to clarify that in the next weeks, days, or whatever. So it seems this is working, making Atrocitus pretty good, way better than it was before, because you may know right now that your character will be faster after the first turn. And I finally got my Atrocitus at L3, so I was able to take this one, and it's been fun with the Larfreeze team I showed last day, the one with Starfire and Larfreeze. Sadly, Larfreeze is still in the dumpster as rank 2, and I will get enough after that. Again, another thing that I was talking about the siege is that it seems right now we only get good teams in top 100. So I'm going up and down from top 100, and as you can see, I'm barely at side, and I still have to gather my quests of today's and going on. So it seems that it's getting harder, and this should as be. I always thought about this like that. Yeah, I'm not still revenging. I think it's better if I revenge when I get to the end, to the bottom of my stuff. And the loop is fixed, so this guy here at the top of the ladder, it's clearly trying to get some cheat or whatever, because there's no way he can win 300 trophies over I don't know, Maya, with this horrible roster. But that's it. So we will not play, as you know, the siege. I prefer to play some kind of relaxed environment before I go to bed, and we will play the normal. We don't need the 240 shards for Jon Stewart, but if we get there, it's fine. And there's still 1 hour and 30, and I'm barely outside. So we will play some combo if you really wish to see something, and yeah, that's it for today. I have this low team. I don't know why they still appear on my boards. And the team I was talking about was Starfire, Larfreeze, and anyone else basically. I prefer to use someone that can counter my opponents, so I'd rather use Catwoman here to purge the taunt on Power Girl. So, as I said, this is pretty um, good when you go like this. Then we can just AoE here because they are gear 10, I suppose. Catwoman will be the one destroying the buffs on Power Girl, hopefully. And she did. The removal of the death immunity is the most important thing, and after that, it's just a walk in the park. But as I said, they were a low level team, so nothing to brag here. So let's go for these other 19k team. And again, this team is pretty good. You can just change whatever you see fit in this composition. Maybe you want a taunt here because there's an increased chance or 100% chance Deadshot air gun. Maybe something like this can be good, or because of it's a navy blue team, we can still use Catwoman. I really wish that Giganta would have gotten some kind of first turn taunt instead of the stupid buff ups, because there's no point in not using her in a comp like this. So they are lowlies, so we just AoE them and we don't care. So we should have enough on stream. I know it's a little later than usual, but bear with me. I need to stay with my family, and that's it. That's the reason I'm just in some other, strange time zone. So, in a couple of minutes, we will get to the good part where we beat 30k teams, or at least we try. These are just like one shot gear 11 against gear 10. You cannot always have the benefit of having a hard team on your roster, and these are all 3-6 to me, so I don't really like to see them. So we have a Power Girl led team with just a team of girls. We can beat that with the usual Deathshot, Red Robin, whatever, or we maybe go for something like unconventional, and maybe we can use this one. We would really like to have some kind of first turn taunt here because Power Girl will do a lot of damage, or we want to purge Power Girl taunt or Harlequin Magister taunt. But I suppose it's better if we just go with Wonder Girl for the purge and damage on Wonder Girl, on Power Girl. Sorry. Larfreeze, it's some kind of an hindrance in this team because they are two good blues in Wonder Girl and Siren, and the issue that we have with this compo is that we still have an error 3 Larfreeze being able to be destroyed by any kind of damage actually because of his low damage, low health. So we have enough intelligence up, so we can try something like this. And as you can see, Larfreeze is just a lowless in his 3-star, but Wonder Girl will do the job. So let's purge Siren and kill her with so finally seems that they fixed Wonder Girl because she just missed on Siren and she didn't lose the evasion up. So it seems that they fixed even that. Maybe all those issues we are having on the Reddit and Discord, people complaining that they cannot log in and stuff, maybe they are using this time to fix some kind of bugs. And because of Swamp Thing, you really want some kind of first turn taunter here and that's why we are using Clayface. There's no Wonder Girl on the other team, so there's no rush and issue in playing with her, with Clayface, sorry. And we want to use our Wonder Girl here, just because um, one thing will apply a lot of mendings, and the most important thing is that we don't want Clayface. We would like to. Hi, Ogre. Welcome to the stream. It's a bit. I'm a bit tired because, as I'm saying, I'm at my parents, basically babysitting to my brother's children. I love them, and so I'm just like all the day going around and playing with them in the water, or at the sea or at the beach or something. So beside the being tired, it's all fun, and I'm trying to experiment with this, crazy compos with Atrocitus and other guys. So this is one of the teams that I really like to play. It's pretty good, and maybe barring some kind of ugly RNG, um, it's it's pretty fun. And finally, I have my Atrocitus at L3. So thank you for the host, Mrs. Ogre. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the revive is clutch, and I don't like that people are saying that the fourth skill is wasted. I have seen him proccing like 3 times or 4 times in a row on your opponent, on your teammates, and him resting himself is like, you have now. I thank you for the host, Ogre. You have now like 0% chance to rest up, and instead you will get to 30% to rest up and get some shields and health. I To me, this is a pretty good skill. I'm lucky to be able to get him to L5, so I don't care about the order, but I'd rather take this one than not. And it's not something that you say, okay, you are playing with Constantine, I don't like the leadership because you are supposed to don't lose guys in your fights. No, it's not like that. It's like you will eventually lose someone, unless you are pretty good at the game and you will 3-star everything. So you are not basing your strategy on losing people. You are just saying, okay, so this is it. This is an insurance. If someone dies, I have a little chance, because 30% is the chance to rest him. If it's good, it's good. If not, yeah. And welcome to the stream, Mr. Bickler. Hmm. What's up? So let's see if there's some energy or something here. Nothing at all. And I don't like the fact that here we are like in the middle of August and there's still Aquaman and DOJ. I'm still buying them because I decided to take DOJ to L5, but I'd rather have my Lobo or Enchantress here instead of DOJ and Aquaman. And to be honest, I don't really like to see Jon Stewart. I'd rather have Black Adam in his place. So please give me back my guys. This Black Panther is a PLT led team, which always causes some kind of mess to me. And we will go like this because there's Clayface feeding my guys, or we can go like this. Instead of going for the cheesy easy team, we will use someone on our own that's able to capitalize on the fact that they are using Clayface. No, I'm not tired. I'm my parents and I cannot stream. Beside the tired thing, it's just that I don't want to shout out, and I'm just. Mm, some kind of physically weak, but it's okay. I'm really happy to be here. The issue is that I cannot shout out. So this is some kind of team that can take all those two. Health for Aquaman yesterday, so I'm good with yeah, I'm fine with the shop switching. I think I have enough for L5 of Aquaman, which is something that it's happening. Thank you, Warner Bros. Um, because it's now the chance to get him to L5 and Gear 11. And to be honest, I'm just on the sort of clicking this button here and getting her to Gear 11. It will probably happen in the next couple of days. As soon as I see Thursday or Friday, I cannot remember offers, because at the moment I'm pretty out of resources, so I need to be picky on what I invest. But I'd like to use her way more in this siege event, and I have enough for, as you can see, 2 ways to get my guys to L gear 11, so L70, and the store and the gear is already saved, so it's just a matter of choosing, sorry. And to be honest, if I don't upgrade her, I would rather upgrade Grundy or Aquaman. So I will decide in a couple of days as soon as I see the offer. So I was saying, let's go against this guy, and instead of going for the cheesy team like this, we will go for something different and go like that. And maybe it's better if I just go like this. I could have used Etrigan, because first turn double attack with increased damage could have been huge, but we don't want to be that kind of guys, and we have already an increased strength turn 1 Wonder Girl, so she basically can one-shot everyone with her lasso. Do we care about something? Nope, we don't. Obviously POT goes for the most possible wrong target. It's okay. And I think we can just go AoE here, call for someone else, and remove the death immunity. No, we didn't. So as I said, this team is pretty cool. It's just not something that you want to play where you want to go for 3 stars, because you cannot control anything. But to me, Atrocitus is just some cool change of pace instead of the usual boring stuff that you happen to see before. And yeah, I really like him. I really dig him. I'd rather now have some kind of bursty reds, so probably I will level up someone like, I don't know, Batman CC or something like that, because I want one physical attacker. I don't have any at the moment beside Atrocitus. So in the last spot against this full blue team, we can go for someone that can take the hits. Maybe Superman here. The increased damage, just get him to gear 10 at least. It's pretty cool. If you get him to gear 11, you will not regret him. As I said, it's not someone that you want to just draw out in a game, but it changed so many things. Yeah, Starfire is fine. One of the best character to me again. And the pretty cool thing about Superman is that he will probably purge the enrage at the start of the battle, and if he doesn't, there's increase in damage. 15% damage increase on Superman is just gross. So we were able to taunt up And now we have a Strength Up Enraged Superman. And Starfire is one of those characters that's really benefiting from the new heroes. For example, Larfreeze, because as I showed before, Larfreeze is slower um, than Starfire. So you will go first turn with her as usual, and then after that, you just auto attack with Larfreeze, um, buffing up again your Starfire like you used to do with Superman, taunting, and whatever. And then you will have your Starfire on turn 2 with 5 or plus intelligence up, making it like some kind of Star Destroyer instead of Starfire. So I really like her. I really want her to get to L4 because I have the shard for her to L4. I'm waiting just for the new advent of this legendary essence, and I will spike up a lot of guys to L4 because I'm saving that L4 because I don't want to shelve the resources. As you can see, I was hoarding something to get to L5 if I needed to upgrade, Al Jordan or Arcus. But even if we are gated behind L5, I don't think I will upgrade anyone here, and I will save my gems for next month because I'd rather have another hero at gear 11 than to spend the gems on a couple of gear 11. That's not worth. Enchantress Bane's One Piece Starfire is what I'll be running. L3 for L3 L1. Stars Basic. Starfire Basic is cool because she cannot miss. I really like this one. The death immunity, it's what makes her ticking, because if she dies, and this is, as I always say, these old things that I used to say on raids that said that DPS do no DPS. So you want to have her alive, and the death immunity is pretty good to have. The issue here is that in the team you have Bane, Enchantress, and Swampy that can proc her heals, and getting the 100% death immunity on turn 1 is pretty gross. To me, it's worthwhile. I don't really like Enchantress, but that's the usual old meta team where you used to play like this. I just don't like Enchantress. You used to play her, is one thing, Bane. Where's Bane? And Clayface. This was the old meta team, based on random attacks and pretty common to see. And it's a perfect 2000, 20,000. Tell me about that team. If I can, I will test it. If I'm not already. Oh, so it's Hero Challenge. And it's pretty good. The team is pretty good. In the meanwhile, I will go against this RNG based stupid team, which I just hate. Or maybe I will. Do we go like this? Sapphire and Power Girl. The issue with my Star Sapphire is gear 10 with no rings, but I will try it. So let's not test it against this Wonder Girl team because strengths up with mans and mans, it's like calling for distraction. I guess Wonder Girl. Let's do this quick and go like this. Gear 9 Enchantress, Gear 6 Starfire, Gear 10. It's pretty good. To be honest, I don't even remember what I was playing in the challenge. I think I autoed most of it. Hi Gergi, welcome to the stream. I find out that unless my Red Robin is enraged, I'd rather give him Turn Meter up and purge Alaguni Magister instead of going for something else like give True Sight to um, Deadshot. It's better because you remove the taunt and evasion from Harlequin Magister right now, right at the start of the battle, instead of waiting later on. So you have more, open space for maneuver. And today I met a stupid team on Siege. It was like Batgirl, Harlequin Magister, Wonder Girl, and Red Robin, and I just lost without any chance because his Red Robin attacked thrice in a row without giving me any chance to do anything. He just purged my Superman, purged my Red Robin, my Deadshot got enraged, Etrigan got enraged. So it was just like, sure, let's play again. And that's why you don't want to play stupid energy based team. So we were asked about Atrocitus lead, Stars of Fire, Swan Thing, and Power Girl. Swan Thing, Stars of Fire, Power Girl. As I said, there's a Wonder Girl on the other side, so this is like asking for distraction. No, I don't think that Red Robin is OP. I think that Batgirl with Harlequin Magister is OP. I should have, I don't know, some kind of cap the stupid Harlequin Magister number of evasion up, because she's really boring. She just provides nothing to the game besides staying there with her stupid taunt and stuff. So as you can see, Wonder Girl will destroy your team because of the amount of buffs that you have. And as soon as you take your turn, she will just AoE until the end of days. So the team is pretty good. You have a lot of buffs and synergies, but Wonder Girl is something that exists. So it's like asking, please destroy me. And as soon as you take a turn, I don't know why it went twice, because it's stupid boring. So this team, it's, if there's a Wonder Girl, as I said before starting, is like just asking for being destroyed. And the issue with buffs right now is that you don't want to have any buff reliance on that. Yeah, the team is just stupid. It's a team based around shelving the best character in the game together and having some kind of stuff. And I will show that that team gets destroyed by Wonder Girl, because I'm looking for some kind of PvP energy. So I will. Oh, nice, life rings. Fine. So I can spend those 14 minutes before going to buy another pack. So this is like, okay, I have Wonder Girl, I have Adrian, and I have the most boring taunter in the game. Oh, let's shove them together and be done with that. So it's pretty stupid, and you don't want to just. When I see something like that, I say, sure, do you want to die? Here it is. Here's how you die if you rather go for something like that. Just take me to the first three guys and we will tinker about it together. I don't know why I took both Etrigan and Wonder Girl. We will see. And as I said, Red Robin has a chance to double purge 2 times the the enrage on Deadshot. So yeah, I'm on Ogre both. I think that the first one is a cheater. So clearly that he's a cheater. He just used the not just an actual cheater using some kind of exploit or something. It's just that he used to benefit on some kind of loophole with the revenge stuff that's making this just stupid. I suppose that they should investigate on him and maybe ban him, block him, whatever. But it's not even his fault. He's just playing, twisting the rules that they gave us. And to me, the best solution would have been to just reset. Yeah, I agree that Maya should be the first one. Let's go back to the siege. So he's gaining way more trophies than Maya, and as I said, if I see as a top one any owl or whale, I'm okay because as you can see, Maya it is just one of the most geared hero in the game. I'm okay with him being number one. And if you check his alt is here. He's here. He's rank 13. So he's a good player, has a huge roster, and I'm okay with that. To be honest, I've asked Maya Halt is in my own alliance, and I've asked it many times. How can you be in top 13 with this only for heroes? Because he only has Clayface, Red Robin, Atrocitus, and Stars of Fire from the hero roster. So I don't know why he is there. But it's okay, I don't care. He has a huge roster and I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine is this stupid guy using even a Red Robin leadership, which is something that doesn't adds up with me. So I don't know. Maybe he's using Jessica Cruz, Jon Stewart, Jessica Cruz, Constantine, Red Robin, and Wondergirl. I don't know. Maybe he's just good at game. And as of the where do you want to be at the end of the league to be, I would rather get to rank 600 and get those L3 shards, and I'm fine with that. I will probably realistically end up in 120 or where I'm right now. I will because I to me the real reward here is the legendary essence. The L3 you will get it to rank 600, so it's fine. Um, yeah, rank 200 is L3. It's L3 even the 600 because you will get 25 from the login. Not the login, sorry. The daily stuff here, the fight. I already took those. Yeah, there's 25 days of and I have already unlocked them, so I even can go lower because with 550 you are L3 and sorry, misclicked. So you will be L3 with 600 and the login, okay, while I will be L3 even because of the 25 I got from the buy-in, even with rank 800. So I'm fine with whatever. To be honest, I don't think that I will be lower than that. And welcome to the stream, Darren. And congratulations for being rank 44. I usually end up, well, after I'm playing, I usually end up being like rank 13 to 30, sorry, to rank 200, depending on where I play. As you can see, I have still 4 energy, and I have to cash up 2 of the quests. So it's the 8 point here and the 3 point. So I will play later on. Give me a moment. So we are back here, and let's see if we can find first one team where you can see how the team works, and then we will find some proper team as an opponent. See you later, Ogre. Thank you for being on stream and for the host. So the point is that here Startify gets mending for every time that someone buffs up, and because you want to basically use her first skill on everyone, you just end up benefiting from the Atrocitus first. What I'm seeing here is that you lack some kind of purges or something, and after that, if you keep enraging someone, you will get no benefit into Power Girl, because after the first turn, you will not be able to just keep taunting with her. So Stars of Fire is pretty cool at gear 10. She does a lot of damage with no rings involved. And what's the other team that you were talking about? Katana Lead, Chemo, Dr. Poison, Insert Fort. So this is something for Ogre, because my Chemo is gear 9 yet, and the leadership in Katana is lower. You have some kind of purge, bleeds, and duration, so you want to use someone else here to taunt off. So let me think. The team here is let's use this spot, Katana Lead. So you have a huge damage on greens, Katana Lead, then Chemo, Dr. Poison, and a fourth Doc. Where's Dr. Poison? So this team has a huge yeah. Okay, so okay, got the. And then if you want something like that, to me, if you are buffing your teams on debuffs, the best debuffer is this guy. And when you are using your Dr. Poison and increase the duration of the bleeds on your opponents by 1 for each time you call an assist on her, or you can taunt Chemo, I would rather go with Constantine. Sorry if I try to put Constantine in every team I play with. It's just that it's pretty good. You can taunt off Chemo, forcing your opponent into attacking in his armor, and as you can see, if you attack into Chemo, you have 100% chance, if it's capped, to get Agitis down and bleeds. And because of those bleeds are always yeah, if she got the death immunity, yeah, fine, go for it. And even because she will get the increased health from this leadership, and the fact that when you taunt someone, you call an assist on them, you may even end up stealing awareness or immunities from the target. So it's pretty good. Try with Constantine, and I cannot play it. Maybe I can play it like I've seen some kind of lowlies here. So this is, and probably Constantine is going to destroy someone here, everyone here. So as I was saying, you go with taunt on katana, and because this, maybe imagine this with a fully geared katana. Oh, I have a lot of Constantine teams on my channel on YouTube, because I love him, and yeah, I will play Constantine if you want. And so from now on, you can just go ham on Constantine. So the issue with Constantine is that it really depends on what you want him to be in your team. Because if you want him to be a caster, just a generic spell caster, um, you may just ignore his first and second skill and go for his fifth and third skill. And the AI use him so wisely that's just good. So Constantine teams. Let's go over them. This team is cool, and as I said, Constantine is just good in that spot. Uh, and if you have katana fully geared and skilled, because remember my katana is just in the dumpster. She's one that I always liked to have, but didn't even the resources. And yeah, cannot miss. Steel buffs, do damage. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's good. Constantine is pretty good. I will try it with your team, and I will just need a moment to talk about the team he was asking about. So Constantine teams. Okay, so the first one is already taken, and that's different from what I was trying to say. So the Constantine kit, it's one of those that you really want him to L4. It benefits from L4. The first is a call assist on invisibility, which procs like ever. Every turn you can usually proc someone. This one is way better when you use someone like Bane, Grundy, Doomsday, or Lobo, or the big taunty guys, tanky guys that don't have some kind of reliable taunt. Lobo is the only one that can taunt, and he can taunt pretty well, and it's good. But there's another way to build him. You just go for his third and his fifth, and you use him as a lead with someone like Lobo or Grundy or Doomsday, and every time they die, he will just spam his three. Ogre is gone, and yeah, this is pretty good character. You can just call Albrazer every turn, and it's good. So, talking about teams, the very first that I went for was because I love Doomsday. Is Doomsday, and then you want to speed up Constantine to be able to taunt on Doomsday, and after that you may use your Poison Ivy to give Doomsday more taunt, more lasting taunt. The second team that I went on with Constantine is more of a, you always want Red Robin because you want to speed up your Constantine. The second one that I went with was some kind of special damage team with Constantine, and the taunter here was Lobo. Remember that I always had Daddy Lobo, so it's a good taunt and a good tank. This is not Baby Lobo, so I'm not, trying to exploit his damage. So you speed up your Constantine, and you can even taunt up Etrigan sometimes because he has crit immunity, a huge overheal, and Lobo is there. So these two are the first team that I went with. and they are pretty good. Then, after Atrocitus was released, I'm using him in some kind of this, and two more. The two more depend on your opponent. Why this team? Because I usually end up using her and another one, maybe Superman or Stars of Fire or Power Girl. This team works like this. On turn one, you get Atrocitus to enrage everyone, and on Constantine you usually want to spam your first, and Wonder Girl is there just for the damage, the purge, and whatever. And after that, if you have someone like this, everyone who's got called from the call assist of Constantine is just a huge damage. So this is why I was trying to level up my Grandi to gear 11. And we can go on and on. I love Constantine, so we can talk about his kit or his team building for days. Yeah, Jon Stewart got a rework. Is let's say some kind of marginal one, and it will be next week featured heroes. So you will see a lot of him during the next days. The big change that it was happening here is that this skill was first light damage and it's now just regular damage, so it can crit a little bit more. The second part is that this skill is no longer a leadership like Supergirl had the previous month, but instead of being based on your team health, is based on Jon Stewart health. And even on Jon Stewart health is this skill that now applies death immunity with a little chance instead of applying just on him. So his kit is a little bit different than before. He still pack a punch with his first and his third against especially reds and greens, and beside that is the usual Jon Stewart that you know before, without the chance, the need to him of being leadership, the leadership position. Sorry. So he did. The issue is the usual. I don't have enough green and hope ring, so we'll end up ring to level everyone to full kit, and I prefer to level up my Atrocitus and Lord Freeze. Lord Freeze, I'm just waiting for his L1 on Thursday, and then we will play as crazy. So let's go back to the PvP and see if we can play some the team that we were testing before, maybe against some kind of 21st. Okay, so 21. If there's no Wonder Girl, okay, let's try that team again and see what happens. It's a shame that he just went for the most horrible target, because you know my Stars of Fire is gear 10. Here they should get buffs. They just died because my my Atrocitus is gear 11. So there's no good way to test it, because if I go against a Wonder Girl, I will be destroyed. If I go against a low level one, I will just destroy them before they go. I don't know where I can go from there. But the team is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really. To be honest, I'm way more hyped for September's Death of Superman. That animated movie is just making my day. Here we hear Right, as I said, when you use the AoE, you will just destroy them, so there's no point. Let's just taunt up. We don't want to lose Atrocitus, but that should be it. Yeah. Okay, so we have high level teams, and no, there's another Wise Jalapeno. This should be an alt from Fnatic. I don't know. Let's just go again with this team. The amount of buffs that stupid Batgirl, the amount of buffs that Wonder Girl and Power Girl is giving to Stars of Fire uh, is gross. Yeah, Fnatic is fine. He's one of the very first streamer of this game, and some times ago I was told that he was leaving the game, uh, but it's good. So let's purge here. Oh, I didn't even take the stupid point. my my Stars of Fire is even skilled. So none of them has the bonus. So let's try and do damage on Batgirl. Okay. So we will go against this Mike, but instead of going for some cheesy team, we will just go for the usual. And let's use the it's good. Yeah, Wonder Girl is a mess. At the moment, Wonder Girl is just a big, huge mess. Because she's. Oh, one thing that I forgot to say. Oh, I missed the Daring question. So it seems that there's nothing certain or written on blood. It seems that there will be a sequel to the previous Constantine movie, and it seems even the actor Keanu Reeves was interested in returning to the character. So there will be a sequel in 2019. I don't know if they will go through with that because in this period of the year there are so many announcements and stuff that people just sometimes they are just led by the hype train. Beside that, yes, it's that there's this movie in the work which seems pretty good. So we will see. And talking about the team is nice. I will test more thoroughly when I have the chance to maybe upgrade my Star Sapphire. So let's go with the plan as before. We purge Harlequin Magister, as she did retain the taunt. This is something that can happen, and we are in the world of art because, you know, Wonder Girl, it's boringly stupid. And because of that, we have just a taunt here and pray for the best. And we did it. So we try and purge some buffs from Hadrian. He lost the overheal, and we should be able to kill him. Nope, because we missed. So this cannot miss. We will go with the laser eyes on Batgirl, and even if Batgirl tries and kills some of us, we should be okay. So let's kill Hadrian. Big it, yes, big it, and we should be able to kill Batgirl. So let's check where we are here. Now we are 64. Okay, this is the other point. So if you took the first one, I'd say that depends on what you want to play with him. Sorry, let's go here. So both this one and this one are based on a percent, right? And so this is just a call assist. This is not huge. It can be huge on Doomsday, but that's it. And this one is more damage. It's not even on the same target, and it's based on the number of targets. So, and it's like an 80% chance. I would go on this one if you want to use him as a leader, but both I went 1 and 2, and then I finally got to take his third, and then I took his fourth. So I'd rather go with 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, but I wanted to use him with Doomsday, and that was my personal plan. If you want to use him like with Star Sapphire or Starfire or Larfreeze, just wait, see if Slav. I'd rather wait, see what Larfreeze do to the meta, and if he shakes stuff, and after that you will decide. There's no rush in pressing that button, because you can test from experience if it's better to go for a second Colossus here from a second Hellblazer, or to have the awareness in your pocket. So just wait, and in 1 week or so, or at the end of this huge event, you will know what it will happen. And I hope that they will give Constantine some kind of alliance shop or something, because I'd really like to have him at L5 if possible. So as usual, just wait. The first one is pretty cool. You will use it anyway, so I'd rather, if in doubt, just take the second one. But it's just like every skill, the second and the third are some kind of win more skill. They are not something that changes kit, while the first and the fifth just changes kit. So this team is based around Steppenwolf, which means that some team like this one will probably destroy them. And because we don't want to just be obliterated by Harlequin Magister evasion up, we will use someone that cannot miss. So let's go like this. Okay, Elegant Magister Taunt. She was attacked by Wonder Girl and she purges everything beside the stupid Taunt, but she is dead anyway. So this is why you don't want to have stupid Halloween Magister with Steppenwolf on the same team, because you will probably end up screwing yourself and kneecapping yourself. They didn't even have a chance to play because of the presence of Wonder Girl in the game. Wonder Girl is just a game changer. Is such a big game changer. Shutting down Clayface, he deserved that, and shutting up so many other buff-based heroes like Power Girl, Superman, or even someone like Arceus, Robin, and yeah. And this is exactly the team I was going to play before. It's just that I don't have the Gear 11 Grandi. So what I want to do here is to so what I want to do here is kill Wonder Girl as soon as possible and then go from there. What what will happen here is that Wonder Girl will rest like 10,000 times. We know that. We are pretty sure of that. And you will see. So one shot Wonder Girl here. No, she didn't. She's better than. Hi, Michael. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of dresses from that stupid Atrocitus. And mine is not even is not even buffed up and full skill. So everyone is buffed. We don't up. We try and bring. I'd rather. Mm, I don't know if I want to kill Grandi. I didn't even manage to kill Grandi. And I suppose I'm dead here. Yes, I'm dead in the water. So let's kill Grandi. And the issue with Atrocitus and Grandi on the same team is that if Grandi rests from Atrocitus, he doesn't get the Thermometer up and the rest of the buffs. As you can see, he will just rest up with his normal buffs. But he has one more chance to rest. And this stomp is huge. So let's purge him. Oh, he is still living. Let's kill Atrocitus. Or try. Nope. I said, let's try. So finally, and he is dead. It's on Monday, so he should be walking again. Also, I cannot check those links because I'm from my phone. Um, but yeah, Wonder Girl is just such an enabler because she's able to just cancel so many stuff, and yeah. Wonder Girl is, as I said, is just a game changer. One of the most important that we had in a long time, because some other heroes, just like I don't know, Clayface or something, they just enabled some kind of new composition. Clayface just enabled Red Robin and Robin and stuff to go on and on for months. But that's it. It was just a new compo. Batgirl was pretty cool and enabled one team to just appear from nowhere, while the same thing Atrocitus is doing right now. Well, when you use some character like Wonder Girl that just says, okay, you are based on your buff team, okay, you are gone. And Atrocitus, if you just realize that, he rests twice in a row. So I don't know why people say, oh, don't take that point. It's not worth. To me, that point is just good. You have a chance to maybe get an edge on a fight that you didn't have before. So let's go for this. Wonder Girl against Power Girl is not something that you want to do, but I love this team and I love Atrocitus in general. So just before I even get the chance to use my skill, they were all dead. And when I used my skill, they died. I'm just waiting for Larfreeze. Larfreeze is another character that seems controversial to say the least, because he has some kind of. So I will save those low level character for later. So Larfreeze is some kind of controversial character because he doesn't seem to be needing that eye of legendary ranks. You really want those two. They always gain 3 intelligence up and purge all buffs from the target, and then you have those two power battery Avarice Vortex that says that if he gets debuffs he will get 20% meter up. You have noticed that into the heroic challenge. And this one that says that if someone on his team dies he gets 20% 2 meter up and permanent crit chance up. Yeah, this self-healing mechanic is huge. I don't really like this. I don't really like the skills that say something percent chance to proc something. So just 40% to have double healing. I don't know why. We are not saying 40% to increase damage and health gained. It's just that he gains 10% health, which means 20% health, which on a huge team, like for example you steal from Clayface that has 37 health, you are just stealing 8k, and 8k is nothing. I don't know why they are just scared of this gain health. They are not increasing the damage that it does. DSG Clayface, Larfreeze and Ivy. Why Ivy? For what? Buff spreading? Clayface I cannot use. I cannot use against this Wonder Girl. But I think that you will not be able to use Clayface. Stupid Wonder Girl. Is there any team that there's not Clayface based? Okay, so let's go DS Argon. Um, More healing, and I think Clayface will tank more. Okay, so you need. So you are saying that I should um, use that team after I have my Larfreeze at rank 5 at least, because he doesn't get any permanent intelligence up right now. So this team is just something that's not testable right now because of that. And Deadshot Air Gun is for the crit chance up on turn 1. That's it. Then I'd rather have something like, again, yeah, it's a good team. I'd rather have more permanent buffs, or maybe you can go like this, and at least Grods will give someone. So just bear with me. This team, you have a chance to get the permanent crit top on Larfreeze from Lobo dying, and because of Lobo dying, will proc intelligence up and speeds up on Grod. You will give everyone intelligence, speed, crit chance up on Larfreeze, and if you start killing someone, you will just benefit from that. But again, for the team to work, we just need a couple of days for him to be at least R5. I will test this team. Please remember it in a couple of days, and I will test it because it seems cool. I've seen what I was scrolling between the team, one with Penguin. Okay, so this one seems pretty interesting. Penguin is a mess to play against. Hi, Born of Sunday. I wonder if Larfree's passive has an animation like Catrigan. I don't know. I really hope. Um, no one knows unless they have spent a bunch of money on him, because for R5 you needed like $200, and I'm not really in that ballpark. So we will see in a couple of days if he gets his monthly paywall hero pack. So this team we will save for later. This team was cool, but there's no way we can play it against Power Girl, Wonder Girl, sorry. So they are both based on intelligence up, but if you want to go on Firestorm, then I'd rather say go something like this, because Etrigan is way better than Firestorm. Sadly, Stars of Fire is a better Firestorm. So you can even go. To be honest, I'd rather have Grodd in this team because Stars of Fire can stun, can benefit from Grodd, Call Assist, Larfreeze, um, anyone that's called as an assist here is way better than Firestorm. So we will just lose here because that stupid Alagoon Magister, and maybe we can go. No, that there's one girl. The issue here is that you are trying to use one hero that's based on around a bunch of buffs on himself, which is Larfreeze, and in the metagame right now there's Wonder Girl which says, who says, if you have buffs on yourself, you are just destroyed. And if you are even energy based one, you are even way better, in a way better, way worse situation than I supposed to. So, as I said, as long as there's one to go and there's no next month hero that phases her, you cannot play buffs based heroes. And Larfreeze to me is good as soon as you kill one to go. So something like this can do what we want to do. The issue is always the same: purge Eloquent Magister, kill Wonder Girl, go from there. So there's so many buffs on Eloquent Magister that I suppose that I will not be able to purge her on turn 1. So we will try anyway and kill Wonder Girl. No resonance, and that's the the thing with Penguin. He steals buffs, so he stole Death Immunity and Taunt on turn 1. And lucky for us, we have Red Robin, preventing him to gain the stupid awareness. So we want to apply more buff immunity on him, because he will use his 2 right now. And we will try and kill him as soon as we can. So notice how many how many affinity strength resist up he did gave himself. Sadly, affinity whatever at the moment is worthless, because it's only useful against your weakest affinity. So you are already strong against mystical. There's no point into affinity resist up. Yeah, Penguin, I really like him, and the issue was that I didn't want to spend resources on him more than I had to, and in fact he's stranded and Earth 2, Legendary 2, with no rings. The issue is there usually rings. I really like his kit. His first skill can steal 2 buffs from the target. This skill will give 3 affinities up to the teams, will give shield and gain awareness. And this is cool. It's one of those skills that applies turn meter down to your opponent. So please sign me in. And you have so many things that he can do, which are pretty cool. The issue with me is that again, you have so many characters that you want to take to higher levels, and the resources, if they next month, instead of giving us legendary essence, which you can do like two times each year and you will be fine, instead of giving us all those legendary essence, they give us like 1000. Remove the so let's go here, and let's say that instead of 1k, it's you remove 1k and there are blue rings, so you will get 9500 here from rank 2000. You will get 2000 from rank 10. You will get 1035 where I am at. So you just divide by 1000 and you will get those rings. And don't you think that they are enough? Because with 1000 blue rings you will level up like 5 heroes at max. So it's not that even that much, but would have been pretty good to see. I would have played so many other heroes than my usual. So this one was one with, yeah, this team is like asking for distraction, because Wonder Girl and Etrigan and Cyber Superman all tend to get so many buffs on themselves. Yeah, Welcome to the stream, Dantes. Yeah, they will give, as I said, in this event, they are giving us like 1 million legendary essence, right? Instead of giving us like 1 million legendary essence, divide that million by 1000, and you have 1000. It's easy. And give us those rings. So instead of giving, let's say, let's go easy, remove the K here, and you give us for 1 star siege champion, you give 300 shards and 750 blue rings. I will just be happy. I don't know about legendary. I don't know about legendary events. They are there since the forever, since the beginning of time, and I don't know what they will introduce those. They said that they are wanting to introduce raids and stuff in the near future, but I suppose that maybe we have to wait for next year, um, next year anniversary, and maybe we will see something out of that. So let's try again this team, and maybe, and I say maybe, we can play with Wondergirl and Edrigan and Constantine. I don't know why they are giving those legendary essence for a reason. I think that they are listening. This is my really big hope, because we are asking for legendary essence availability since forever. It's hard to come by with some kind of legendary essence at the moment, and thus they are probably giving us what we wanted. The issue that I see here is that they maybe are implying some kind of legendary 6 sooner than later. So legendary 6 mean that maybe to get from L5 to L6 we need 1 million legendary essence. But to be honest, I don't know what they could do to give us like one more star. They should introduce one new skill or one additional benefit, and if that benefit is so good, people will just skip the other points and go for their, I don't know. And before going to L6, they should at least give us some way to cash in the, the shards, the overwhelming shards that we have. Because I have maxed Superman, I have maxed, uh, here I have way more than enough Siren's shards. I have like 10,000 flowing, so I don't know. Yeah, this is it. Dante Speak has just said what I'm thinking. They are wanting to give us, maybe next month, my dream would have been SSDS. Next month, the end of month event is Deadshot Hired Gun, and they want to make it harder, and they want to keep the legendary 5 requirement. And they said, okay, so you win the previous month on people not being able to participate in the event because you will not have enough shards or whatever to get to, and legendary essence was not worth it. um, and in this way they are giving you the mean to play into that event. So I agree, that's what I was thinking of happening. Okay, would like help with finishing one last team? Sure, go on. I will buy some energy in the meanwhile. Killer Croc, TDK, and Batman. So this is an anti-taunt, anti-whatever. So you have one character that can stun if there's a taunt on the other hand, and one character that procs on every taunt. So talking with the friend from my alliance, um yeah, talking about the friends from my alliance, we said Killer Croc really benefit from True Sight. Using that app that you showed last week to stream. Yeah, I'm my parents and I'm using Streamlabs, the app that I used to show you. This is why you don't see the usual overlay or the chat on the side of the thingy and whatever. Uh, So, Killer Croc, I was saying, they are pretty good at shutting out opponent taunts, and I suppose there were this Clayface team, right? So, sadly, this is where I always go when I am playing with something. So, Killer Croc is good at shooting taunts and applies bleeds, and because of the buffs immunity, is pretty good. You want to have someone that benefits from yeah, sadly, um, I really want to have my 4 science pick, and at the moment I cannot even use overlay here. So I was saying you want to have someone that can benefit from that. So debuffs on your opponent, and then where's TDK? You have to consider that my TDK is gear 9. So this will be again 4 science because they will kill before I go. The point was that you wanted to have your Killer Croc being able to apply taunt on your opponents. So you go there and stun someone, and after that you want to maybe taunt on Lobo. We can do that manually, and because it doesn't apply any kind of damage, there's no issue in the retaliation. And from that, you want Lobo to die just to be able to apply some taunt and debuffs on everyone else with his third skill. So we don't have someone here, but we have Captain Cold with a lot of buff, and he doesn't have any kind of bonuses. So there's no point in using this one, and because of the bleeds on the enemy teams, I'd rather gain the invisibility here, stay invisible and avoid being killed, and then we will apply some more bleeds on Captain Cold. And then we start withering down um, Killer Frost. Again, those bleeds from his first are pretty good, and as soon as Bane will start racking up strengths up, we will steal those with Killer Croc. So Killer Frost and Captain Cold have enough bleeds to have them dying soon enough, and he doesn't have any kind of buffs. So we will start attacking Clayface because he's the only one taunting. We apply the buff immunity, and then we will just do some damage. Hey, we bleed here. So Lobo died for the third time. He should not be able to rest again. And we have so many taunt on our plate here. Let's start killing them with this third. Killer Croc is pretty good in this position, but again, you want to have bleeds on your opponents because of that. So he has some strengths up. He doesn't have any kind of benefit from attacking, so we just hope for the procs, and yeah, we got one. So we should be able to bleed Bane out. So as you can see, Killer Croc is pretty good. The issue that I have with Killer Croc is that it's another hero that I should just get to gear 11. And you want to use his second on him as soon as possible, as much as possible, because of that ability to just proc more of his passive. So if the 3-star system didn't take in account the fact that my Lobo died like 10,000 times, we would have 3-starred it. Sadly, he clears all those bleeds at the start of the turn, so go figure. And it's just a matter of time before he dies. So the team is pretty cool. You have so many ways to counter Harlequin Magister. Not at all. At the moment, they are usually, but at the moment they are denied because I'm not on my PC, so I cannot moderate. If you send it directly on me, I can maybe copy paste it and make it allowed. You can click on my icon and send the message. Yep, whispers. Whispers. This is a clip from Okay, let me copy and let me paste it live. Sorry, this is the link he was trying to showcase before, where Bane just healed for one. Yeah, he had so many bleeds on top of him, and because of this, where is Killer Croc? Yeah. The fact that you apply so many buffs on him. As I said, Killer Croc is good. The issue that I have is that I still don't have enough rings for him to be gear 11. But as soon as I see, as soon as I'm back in Rome and I see Larfree back, I will probably end up leveling him up because I like him. Even he trolled me a couple of times. Yeah, he is here. I knew that it was your fault, Paul. Please give me a couple of rings. I'm really short on those. I'm like that poor guy that's trying to save one to get his 2 max damage. So, last couple of fights before we wrap it up. I will be more on point today because, as I said, I'm not at my parents. I'm not at my home. I'm at my parents, so I don't want to take it too long. And yeah, this is where you see the difference between the existence of the old meta and the existence of Wonder Girl. Because if Wonder Girl didn't exist, so let's take it like this: if Wonder Girl didn't exist, we had no rush into using something like this. So let's go for this one or whatever. What we can use here is something like even like this. Thank you, Paul. I love you. And you always say I love you to someone that email you a ring. It's that kind of ring, right? You know, the one that makes you kneel in front of me and ask me for something? Or am I wrong? So, Wonder Girl can still purge on Miss. She just purged everyone evasions up. It's funny when Constantine just called for an assist on the most horrible target, calling for a hat again on your Superman. So let's try and slaughter them here. So Superman is gonna die probably, yep. And then he will go on someone else. No. I suppose it would have been way wrong. But we did it. So we are like on the verge of the reset. I will probably play the last fight here and then I will call it a night. So let's go for this. These are just low life guys. There's no point in beating them. And this is just this team sounds to me like I am the poor guy that cannot afford some kind of butt girl. So please, I need to check Paul email for rings. Okay, let's go copy paste it. Oh, I cannot. Stupid phone. Please let me copy it. Copy image. Copy. This is what he sent me. Paste. This is what he sent me. So I was saying, this is the poor guy Batgirl team where he is not able to use Batgirl, and he just went with what he had, which was Batman Beyond. So uh, you don't have the issue of being forced to use someone else here. You just don't care and destroy them with what you have. Batgirl is way more annoying than Batman Beyond But Starfire cannot miss, and Power Girl wants to. I hope not. Sadly, as I said, that shot cannot miss, and this team is just a poor man but girl team. And to be honest, I really love Batman Beyond. Uh, the issue is always the same. You cannot gear and do stuff with everyone. Um, but beside that, it's pretty cool. So all said and done. Um, Thank you for being on stream as usual. Thank you for the support and the follow and whatever. And I hope that I will see you in a couple of days when I will be back in Rome on Thursday, if all go wrong or not. So the season is over. We are going to play a lot more this week because I want to be top 35. So maybe I will do some kind of stream on Saturday or Thursday, depending on my real life stuff, because I want rank 35 here. I don't think that will be so heated of a week because everyone has already enough for him. Beside that, yep, I could use some rings. To be honest, I could use them. Thank you for being here. I will see you in a couple of days, and again, enjoy. Have a good night or a good day based on your time zone. Thank you again. If you are watching this on YouTube in the next days, please subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free. Subscribe on Twitch, please. It will help support my cause. And after that, see you in a couple of days. Bye bye, guys. See you.